not more.
Yeah, we have 2 people who've never played kickball, like KBKL. And then we have 3 people that have played KBKL.
Do you need one of these?
Yeah.
Did I give you one of these last week? This is all the teams.
But we did play in the tournament.
I don't think
So we all play together now, except for one guy.
Since nobody's played yet.
Okay.
The later matchups.
I don't know if you need to keep track of writing down
had a little
all the scores for every
time to get to know each other.
I think I'm just going to put them on the schedule.
Okay.
So I can bend that schedule.
Which one is yours?
Seth, don't do it.
Who are you guys playing? KTC.
Oh.
Yeah, don't do it.
I was like, why do I not have you guys winning? Oh, that's
Ignore him. Ignore Dana.
I don't know if I can do that one.
Don't ignore Dana. Ignore Dana. Yeah. The real question, Seth, is this: Are the homies gonna get shut out? That's the real question.
That's a pretty talented defensive team.
It is a very talented defensive team, and a lot of players like first
I just
game.
put my winners. I didn't even look to see who was actually
Who is kicking assets?
That's
were
double
double
meets. Double meets. Yeah.
So who are you playing this week?
There is no
KTC.
double meet.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah, I know.
Kicking assets.
Kicking assets, and
I,
if you remember, Butt and Grind was.
no,
Where's
you're-
my pitches?
You're not playing KTC.
You
He's
knew that?
playing KTC, right?
No, I am.
We're playing Love Garden. Yeah.
Oh,
playing
you're
Love
playing
Garden,
Love Garden. Okay.
You know, Lucky Bear used to be Hellfish, and Butt and Grind was Where's my pitches?
Okay.
Yep.
And then the drop stoppers were
Leeway Franks.
Oh yeah, you asked that earlier. That's right.
I'll ask it many times throughout this season.
Happy Shirt is now Lawrence Shirt Factory.
You want a shot, Cougar?
Oh, you need that? Okay. Lawrence Shark Factory. That's nice. That's nice.
Oh shoot, I need to
Channel-
change that.
For like 5 years,
Happy Shark.
Lawrence.
Happy Shark.
Lawrence Shark Factory, which also sounds awesome. Like Happy Shark or Lawrence Shark Factory. Which one is better?
Happy Shark.
Oh my
It's
god.
all about branding.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
I had one of my students go, "What is a shark?" I was like,
Really?
"Yeah." She was like, "No,
Are we-
really,
are
what
we-
is it?" And I was like,
Are we on Mixer? Wait.
I don't think I can tell you that.
Good?
Don't
good to go?
ask your
Katie's giving the
parents.
thumbs up.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Two. Go. Yeah. It's 2-bit operation we run.
I think we're at least 3 bits by now.
I don't know.
2.5.
At the very least. At the very least 2. Hey, what's going on, KBKL? It is time for the podcast. Week 1.2, I guess.
Woo!
Week 1 redo.
Week 1 redo.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm your host, CJ Cobra Kai, here with my co-host, Ben Hutnick,
Yeehaw!
Jason Cougar Huang.
Rockets went 0 for 27 to 3-pointers last night, just like me in the KBKL.
We don't shoot 3-pointers in the KBKL.
No, me at the plate. I'm 0 for 27.
Okay, that's okay. That makes sense.
Sorry.
And tonight's guest, Summer Stacy Alvers.
Yeah, I had nothing planned to say.
Okay.
Let's go with Big Stack Stacy.
And what was Big Stack? Yeah.
Stack, it was Stack.
Big Stack.
Yeah.
Big
I
Stack.
was supposed to say Stacy, but autocorrect says Stack. Sorry.
I have no idea what's stacked, but
It was an autocorrect. Sorry.
And Seth, the Sanchez, a.k.a. Mr. Europe. Sanchez.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I'm just thankful for 2 weeks to get back in shape. Thankful for the rain.
We are coming to you live from the Jazz House, 926 and a half Massachusetts. Come on down every Tuesday, 250, almost anything. It's a fun old time, and we may or may not abuse that. So, yeah, it's fun.
That's being abused.
Yeah.
I'm abusing it.
Cougar's drinking water.
Water, saying he's abusing this.
Yep.
Do they charge you $2.50 for that water?
I hope
It's
they
almost
do.
anything.
I really hope they do.
They probably would. It's fine.
All right. I guess some house cleaning.
Yeah, since I'm in charge of the housekeeping, we can call it housekeeping now.
Yeah, okay. We have I don't even know who's doing the...
I got a Game of the Week cleanup.
Okay.
Asteroid Head, Cougar's Homies, Late Fees and Sacred Sword.
Yes.
We had the after party at the replay again. There will not be a whole bunch of free pork. They had to unload that last time. Although there were a handful of people that showed up, so I think it got eaten.
Oh, Jesus.
Stacy, who's doing food this week?
That would be Elna.
Elna at Game of the Week doing
All
the food.
right.
And then
East Lawrence Neighborhood Association.
and they also have grub at the replay for the after party too.
Okay, awesome. Also, Just Food is doing a Kick the Can contest. So, what you want to do is find Paul Peach or Kristen, Callahan Setterstrom. And they're going to be selling tickets at Game of the Week. And so, after the 7th inning stretch, after Cougar sings "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," one winner will be chosen to basically try to kick a ball into trash cans.
That sounds a lot easier than trying to hit a
Yeah.
drone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to basically be kind of like Kick the Drone, except you're kicking at a stationary target.
And there
there's
will
going
be
to be three. I think,
multiple cans.
Yeah, there's going to be
And they're barrels
three.
more
Yeah,
than
in the
cans.
infield or in the outfield. So all you have to do is hit the can. You don't have to bloop it into the can or anything like that.
I think
so.
that the infield ones, you have to get it. You could bunt it into the can, and then the ones in the outfield, you have to hit, or vice versa. I
Okay.
can't remember exactly.
It's kind of like horseshoes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
okay.
do you get to elect a prize? Like instead of the cash, can I raid the Just for Food closet?
No, it's going to be split between
Yeah,
the winner
50-50.
and Just for Food. It's going to be kind of like Kick the Can, where the pot grows every week. So the person who is chosen gets to pick their pitcher.
Yes,
Just
it'll
like
be
last
just
year.
like last time.
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Right.
And pick their own kicker if
That-
they don't want to kick.
That worked out really well for me. Shout out to Riley.
They also can donate the winnings back to Just for Food, as if you, for some reason, don't want money.
Yeah. Well, let's rig this thing and make sure somebody charitable wins.
Yeah. Okay. Do we have a sponsor this week, man?
Sponsor is the Red Lion Tavern.
Oh.
As much because of my laziness as anything else. But this is now this might be, what is this, the third year where we have the Double Bar Sponsor Podcast. This is the Bar
Yeah.
on Bar Jazz House in Red Lion.
Yeah. I know Friday, June 15th will be the Red Lion's 25th anniversary, so...
We were just wondering when it was.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So keep an eye on the Facebook page
Party.
for announcements about that, what's going to be going on.
You guys got a lot of soccer coming up.
The World Cup's coming up.
Oh,
We just had
yeah.
the Champions League final.
Oh.
When do you guys open up for the World Cup games?
Not completely sure. We haven't finalized the schedule just yet in terms of what time will be open, but
There's going to be guaranteed weekdays where I can show up and get drunk before noon, though.
yeah, definitely. You can
Well,
definitely do that
well,
if that's
Bars
your
in Lawrence
persuasion.
can open at 6 a.m. now, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Good job, Kansas.
Well, they can serve. They can open whenever they want.
Oh, they can start serving at 6
Yeah.
a.m.
Yeah.
I think the more difficult part is getting a bartender there. 6 o'clock.
Definitely. Okay, so
I'm gonna ask Neverby to have you work close and open before the Sunday games for the World Cup.
man, you're the worst. All right, so I guess we're gonna have an abbreviated, version of this podcast since we're only previewing games. I decided why not have some discussion questions.
Can we, since Red Lion is sponsoring, can we do double Cougars Comedy Corner too?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Why not?
Yay.
Okay.
There you
so
go. Do the first
before
one.
we do the discussion questions, here's the first joke in Cougars Comedy Corner.
Oh, gosh, this damn segment. Okay. What's the last thing Tickle Me Elmo receives before leaving the factory?
I don't know, Cougar. What is it?
2 test tickles. Awesome. That was actually pretty good. So. That was pretty good. Was that?
Yes, the enunciation is good, man. Those elocution classes are paying off.
All right. Let's get to the discussion questions. Did you think that there were any teams that were helped out or hurt by the rainout? Coog?
I could tell who was helped out. I would say Free State and Poshwash. And the reason why I say that is because in week 1, that was going to be de facto game to be the #1 contender versus Love Garden for that division.
So basically for the 2 seed.
So basically for the 2 seed. No, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So.
I would also say that game, and especially us. I don't know what Poshwash's situation was like, but we had people trying to drive back into town from vacations that texted me at 6:30, like, "Hey, I'm not going to make it." It's like, that's all right. Take your time, man.
You're totally okay.
Yeah, it was
'cause
just
we
fine.
do not have
to get
a
canceled.
game today.
Yeah.
So Ben.
I thought maybe Rats looked out a little bit just because they're one of those get better as the season goes on teams, and to have to play Tree Care the first week would have been a really tall order, but they get more dangerous as the season goes on.
Yeah.
So that felt like one to me.
Stacy.
Yeah, I thought like Lucky Berry also because they have
Okay.
several new players.
Okay.
So I thought it would give them a chance to.
I have a question for you,
Come
Stacy.
together, yes.
How many new players are you integrating into your team?
Like brand new or just new to us?
Just new to you guys,
I think.
or just new in
5?
general?
New in general, like 5, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Because I said you guys for my team that was helped out because you're integrating 5 new people. You're going against basically the team that could be fighting for a 1, most likely a 2.
You could just call yourselves the champs. I mean, it's not.
No, we play on a grass field in week 5 or week 4. That's going to be a wonky kind of a situation, so you never know. But anyway, going back to you guys, if you guys play and you're integrating 5 new players and you have to go against a team that most likely, can either win a division or finish 2, and you guys get an early win, or like not necessarily, you're integrating 5 new players, it's going to be a lot tougher because you just don't know like what you're going to get out of them. And
So you think we were hurt by it?
no, helped out.
You were helped out.
I totally
No,
the
you were helped
opposite.
out.
No, you were helped out because now you play them week 5, and you have time to kind of like figure out, okay, these 5 new players, this is their best position. This is how we can play against, what is it, Muddy Waters.
Right,
Like,
but we're going now into Muddy Waters for
Yeah,
our
they were
first game.
supposed
to-
So
they were
I
supposed
think
to play
that
Ghosts.
hurts
Yeah.
us
Yeah.
since we haven't had a game where we, So I'm feeling opposite. I don't know how that would make us no.
Do you rather just take your lumps from the bats?
No.
No, I would have
They were
rather played
slated.
Ghosts first.
Yeah,
and then
Ladybird was
went
slated
to
to play
Muddy
Ghosts.
Waters.
Yeah.
No, you guys are
You're
supposed
playing
to play.
Asteroid Head.
No, we're playing
That was
Muddy
Ghosts in the
this
first week.
We were supposed to play Ghosts.
Oh,
and
it's
then
Ghost first.
come
You're
into
right.
this
You're
week.
right. It's Ghost first.
Yeah,
You're right.
so it was Ghosts
It's
and then
Ghost.
Muddy.
Yeah, the Muddy. Yeah.
But in an alternate universe where CJ was
basically-
scheduled correctly,
So no, you're right. You're right, Stacey. You'll be hurt.
Wow,
You'll be
I
hurt.
think
No, you're right.
So I would have definitely rather have played Ghosts first and then gone into Muddy
Yeah,
Waters.
okay,
so we
no,
could have had
you were
one
hurt.
game
You
under
were
our
hurt,
belts, no matter who it was.
I think we were hurt. You guys helped me get
Do you want to come to the mic?
Yeah.
I think Stacy and I were both giving CJ the same look, like,
You were hurt.
What are you talking about?
So you said the ghosts are hurt?
I disagree with.
Come on, come
I
here.
think.
Not, it's spotty.
it's coming and going.
Hello. I got it. It was the back of the mic. We're good. I got you. We got it. It was the back of the mic. You're cool. Technical difficulties. I actually disagree with Stacy. I think it hurt us and helped you guys because of your new players. We actually have got a pretty core team still. We haven't really acquired anybody new. We only got Adman from Jazz House. Sorry, Rick. And we're still not sure about positions yet with Shaded not coming back and how we're going to be doing some stuff. So I think we'll still have this kind of same positions, but you guys are going to definitely be a lot stronger, I think, by the end of the season.
I see where
Yeah.
you're coming from with
No, I
the
just
two of
fucked
us
up.
playing
My
each
bad.
other. But as far as this week going into this week, I think we were hurt by not getting a game under our belts.
going
but,
into
you know
next
what I mean?
week.
But
True,
I
true.
totally understand.
Yeah, well, we both play, I mean,
Right.
I think even if we had played you guys, it still would have been, a hurt for us for the end of the season, even though we play Grandstand this week coming up.
Yeah,
It didn't matter for us either way, so.
I also thought that
But I see
we
what you're
jackpot
saying.
kind of got helped out by not playing last week or 2 weeks ago, simply because our 2 toughest games are in week 4 and week 5, and then to have a buffer week in between
Rank
rank
play.
play now
Yeah.
is definitely helps us out.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'd say also, just tying in both of our sponsors, Red Lion versus Jazz House. Red Lion might actually be benefited by having that, or pardon me, Jazz House might be benefited by having that game move back to week 5.
Yeah.
At least based on their team last year, they were pretty young.
Yeah, definitely.
Red Lion will probably be broken and hurt by week 5 anyway.
If we aren't already.
This is the healthiest you'll be.
I
Yeah.
thought the Lion actually benefited from not, because they have a lot of new players also this season.
Well,
Yeah.
it takes us a while to get
Going
our
against
drinking
the
legs
Jazz
underneath
House,
us.
It could have been yeah.
We did.
By the
Make
way-
sure we got practice in.
By the way, I'll tell you which team was hurt, by this cancellation. That would be the Homies. I'll tell you why.
Why?
Well,
Why,
the
Coog?
Because the Homies, the first game would have been Johnny's. Not so bad. But instead, our first game is KTC.
Yikes.
Not good for morale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that first game would have mattered either way.
No, probably not. But still. Ouch. And our new players, welcome
I
to
actually
Kickball.
think it might help you only because you take your lumps against KTC, and then after that, you're like, okay, it can't get any worse moving forward.
That's true.
You don't want to
Yeah.
instill
First game out of the
any
way.
false confidence in those new players. You want to get smashed week 1.
Welcome to Kickball.
It really is
Yeah.
kind of like any team that has a lot of new players they're trying to integrate that had a close-ish matchup, like within a couple few rank pools, probably benefited.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so we'll move on to the second one. Were you personally relieved or disappointed that week 1 games were rained out, Ben?
Disappointed.
Really?
I wanted to play, and I spent I spent all day Saturday doing like administrative kickball shit. And then Sunday came, and I was like, "Well, fuck! I just cost myself a Saturday for nothing."
Coog?
Me personally, actually relieved. And here's the reason why. I was coming from St. Louis back to Kansas City from my cousin's son's wedding.
Okay.
My parents were actually going to go up to Chicago on vacation. I didn't come back to KC for off-these kickball. So I had to take the Amtrak from St. Louis back to Kansas City, thinking, it was going to be delays for the train and so forth. I'm going to miss my game, and blah, 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 and so forth. And also I took an Uber from the Amtrak station, Independence, Missouri, back to where I live in Overland Park. So those are two factors, like, am I going to make it in time, and so forth. And I was really, really worried. But nobody cares. Thank you, Derek.
Shut up, Derek.
But actually, I would have made it in time. So
That's a blog post I've wanted to do for a while, or maybe it's better suited as like a Facebook comment. But like, what's the craziest thing you've done to get back in time for a kickball game?
Yeah.
Like,
I killed a man. in
everybody
arena.
has stories
Yeah.
of things that they've left really early on a Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Me as Amtrak. That's it.
Driven many hours.
Yeah.
To get back, yeah.
Stacy?
I was totally disappointed. I had, of course, I'm always disappointed when kickball's canceled, but I had all these lessons planned so that I could come in completely hungover, and I was prepared for it. And no, it was a
You had to
letdown.
give your lesson plan sober?
Yes. It was not as much fun.
Was that watch Titanic day?
Oh, yeah.
Hey kids, we're watching both versions of Romeo and Juliet. Compare and contrast. Yeah.
Seth?
Personally disappointed. I always want to play kickball, but I think it probably did end up benefiting our team. So, and now we have 10 more games rather than 9 sitting here today. So yeah.
I personally was a little relieved. I played, for those who don't know, I work at the Red Lion Friday nights, and I close. So, I also had a kickball tournament in KC. 0 to 100, Derek, we won, yes. Totally worth it. But our first game was at 10 o'clock, so I only had it, and it was in Kansas City, so not, on top of everything, of getting up, I had, no matter what, had to drive an hour just to go there.
Play
So
kickball.
luckily Simon picked me up, thank God. Because if I had to drive, no fucking way I would have been
Should have hitched a ride on the train with Cooper.
Yeah, but anyway. So
that Cougar train.
we played 4 games in a row, sat down for an hour, and the games were 7 innings. So, and I sat down for an hour in between the pool play and tournament part of it, and then played 3 in a row tournament part of it. So basically 49 innings, but the championship game went 8, so 50 innings just playing. And then I went to Cosgrove's.
LeBron played 48 minutes last night. I think.
Yeah.
I think you would have been okay.
He's got nothing on you, man.
And then
Nothing.
I went to Cosgrove's birthday party after that.
There you go. LeBron didn't do that.
Yeah, no, I was so beat. It was a long Saturday and even longer Sunday. I was actually kind of glad that I didn't have to play.
But the crawfish were delicious.
I can neither confirm nor deny that Cosgrove's birthday party had anything to do with the game cancellation. All that crawfish all over the field.
All right, which leads us to our last discussion question. What did you do with your Sunday? Seth.
I actually went to Global Cafe. You know Global Cafe with their fantastic Hatch green chili exclusive menu. Basically, they drive a trailer down to Hatch every year.
I always love to go get their breakfast burritos.
Yeah, they have a new dinner menu, so went and check that out. It's great.
Okay.
Yeah. Unpaid, but if they heard that and want to throw some gift cards my way, I'm happy.
Stacy.
Actually, nothing. It was very sad.
Didn't even go to the replay or anything like that?
No. I did have breakfast, but that had nothing to do with
That was
kickball
gonna
at
happen
Lady
either
Bird.
way.
Summer Stacy was in full swing.
No, I just didn't bring Summer Stacy out of the box yet. I just kept her down,
Still hermetically sealed in the box.
So sad.
Coog.
After I got back, Uber back to my house in Overland Park, I just watched basketball. That was it.
Nice. That's pretty much what I did.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
just laid on my couch,
Pretty much, yeah.
thanking God that I didn't have to play kickball. Ben.
I watched Cougar watching basketball.
Just creepily with binoculars.
No, man, we made the most of it. Red Lion had practice at the Red Lion.
Oh, did
that's
they?
Yeah, we all got wasted,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Then I went next door to replay for a while.
All right.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
we got our Kickball Jones on, even though we didn't actually kick anything.
That's funny.
It was kind of a walkthrough for week 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the afternoon was a waste anyway because it took 3 hours to get all the fields and notifications and all that kind of shit sorted out.
Yeah.
So by then it was game time.
All right. Well, we have a guest here. What's
I
going
have
on?
a discussion question for you guys.
Yeah.
Would you consider regular season games or playoff games more important?
I would say regular season. Well, I mean, okay. It kind of depends. Regular season helps with your seeding so that you kind of see what's in front of you in the playoffs. But obviously, playoff games are more important because that's how your season ends.
Yeah. Important for what? You got to contextualize for
What
me.
is really important to your season? Which is more important, your playoff performance or your regular season performance? Playoff.
Yeah, it kind of depends on the team. Like for my team, at least, we kind of measure ourselves with postseason performance. So.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're a
But if
true
you're
title contender, then
Yeah.
you want to win your last game of the year.
Yeah.
But if you're a feel good story and you go 6-4, beating a couple teams along the way that maybe you shouldn't have, it's all gravy from there.
I have a follow-up question. Would you consider Channel 6 a playoff or title contender last year?
Last year.
Last year, yeah.
Yeah.
Last year, yeah.
Definitely,
So
yeah.
I have another follow-up question. You three all mentioned us losing 3 players. Isaac, Julie, and Janae, and said that we aren't going to be as... I would like to say we lost one game that mattered last year, and that was the KTC by 1 point. They won a combined 1 for 13. I would just like to discuss that.
I do remember that. I do remember. Lost by 1. So it just proved against the John Denver experience for that division. So
Yeah. I guess they come down to the whole yeah, you only lost that one, but I mean,
With Isaac, you lost a whole lot of talent. Also, just playoff performances, man. So
well, it's not even that. You guys could finish in the top 6 again. But it's more you got to show me, man. The other guys haven't been to the ship, so it's you can be Rico Suave of foreplay, but if you can't take it home, then you're getting kicked to the curb.
I wish we could end the podcast on that, but we can't.
And I know all about it because I've never won either.
Okay. Damn. Such a good quote. Anyway, moving on. Should we just talk about some games now?
sure, why not?
Speaking of ending the foreplay and moving on to the real main event.
Oh my gosh.
Stick your hand down those games' pants, CJ.
Yeah, all right.
Round third and head for
Week
home.
1.2, or week 1 redo, June 3rd, YSC 1, 5 o'clock, Rockets versus John Denver Experience. Ben, does anyone have anything to say about this game?
No.
Okay, all right. Ben.
Given all the knowledge we gleaned from the games last week,
So that would be a yes. He has something to say.
Yeah.
I'm just going to pick all home teams. I'll go with John Denver. Yeah.
All right, I'm going with John Denver too.
Yep.
Coop,
John Denver. Yep.
Stacy,
Yeah, John Denver.
Seth.
Yeah, John Denver. Also, I would say that's the name change I'm probably most disappointed by. The Goats were just they were just like a classic KVKL team, and we had so many great games against the Goats. And so when the schedule came out, I was like, what the hell? We want to play the Goats.
It's the unification of Avery's kind of
Fall ball.
fall ball, and like just rec sports teams in general.
Oh, okay.
Because all of his rec sports teams,
Kind of a European model.
yeah,
Overarching.
yeah, it's like
okay.
sporting. Yeah, exactly. There we go.
There you go. You all set up. I remember that.
Okay.
Oh no.
Apparently, we're getting T report after this this podcast.
I think we should. We could make a thing of this. Like, can we get Derek and Avery on competing microphones to tell the story simultaneously?
Yeah, like just on
That
opposite
would be
ends of the
fun.
stage.
Yeah.
Just go back and forth. All right.
That would be fun.
YSC won 7 o'clock. First game in the Pick'em Challenge. Ladybird versus Muddy Waters. Ben.
We got new people on both teams. I'm gonna go with the home team. I'll take Muddy. I think maybe what some of the points you were trying to make when you thought were supposed to play Ladybird the first week were selling at points. So I'll go with Muddy. Ladybird probably has a better shot at the game a little later in division play.
I'm going to go with Muddy as well. Muddy by 2, just in case anyone cares. I just think they have a little bit more talent than Ladybird right now. Coop.
I agree. I had no idea about Muddy Waters beforehand because of the changes, but when I heard Isaac join Muddy Waters, that's a huge game changer for them. And Harpies, you got these young talent coming in, but first game, might take your lumps. I'm taking Muddy Waters. Yeah.
Seth.
This would definitely be the premier game of the weekend. Ladybird, before the divisions came out, I would have said Ladybird was going to compete for a 1 or a 2 seed. But this division that they're in is pretty top heavy, and with Muddy Waters acquiring Isaac, that's tough. Ladybird did get some good players. They got a great player from our team named Aaron, super fast leadoff guy, if that's where Grant's going to bat him. But probably still Muddy Waters, but very close, and these two teams could meet again later on in the season.
Yeah. Stacy.
I am not Cougar, so I will never bet against my team. So I have Ladybird.
Okay.
Pie over
Might
mud
be
pie.
that way, Stacy.
YSC 2, 5 o'clock. Rats versus Hertz Donut. Seth.
That's a pretty good game, too. I would probably say Hertz, but by 2 or 3.
Okay. Stacy.
I also have Hertz.
Coop.
I'm with you, Seth. I think it'll be close, but like I said, by 2. I think Hertz will have it. I know they got some changes to their roster as well.
The Rats always have changes, though.
Rats always have changes too. Sometimes they have roster problems. They have enough players or not as bad as.
Sometimes they have too fucking many players. It's kinda,
Rats does?
Yeah. The
Really?
game we played against them last year, there was like 15 people there.
Jesus.
What was those Grandstand or Ghosts? Jeez.
Okay. I have Hertz as well. Ben.
Home team.
Okay. YSC 2, 7 o'clock. Red Lion versus Screamers. Ben, pick the home team, please.
I still have to be a shill and pick the sponsor. Because they're the home team for the podcast.
You got me there.
Maybe.
You got me there.
You can weasel out of anything.
All right. I got Red Lion as well. Coop.
I got Lion too.
Stacy.
Lion.
Seth.
Yeah, Red Lion also.
Okay. YSC 3, 5 p.m. Brew Ballers versus Chalmers. Seth.
That's got to be Chalmers.
Yeah. Stacey.
Chalmers.
God, I want to pick a shutout for Chalmers. I can't do it. I'll go Chalmers. No shutout.
I got Chalmers as well. Ben.
Yeah, the first week where there were a lot of the first now fifth week, there were a lot of like 1 versus 6s, and now we're kind of getting into the 2s, 5s.
Yeah.
But it's still clear lines of demarcation here.
Yeah.
Home team.
Home team. All right. YSC 3, 7 p.m. Johnny's versus Liberty Hall. Ben.
Yeah, I have to take Johnny's on this one.
What?
Sell out.
Well, you sold yourself out.
It's bar sponsor week.
Oh gosh.
They serve beer at Liberty Hall.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. I don't drink beer. I wouldn't know.
You too?
I got Johnny's on this. Coog.
I got Johnny's too. Yeah.
Stacy.
Yep, same Johnny's.
Okay, Seth.
Yeah, Johnny's.
Okay. YSC 4, 5 p.m., second game of the Pick'em Challenge. Drop Stoppers versus Corksuckers. We'll go Seth.
So just for clarification, Drop Stoppers was Leeway Franks last year, right?
Correct.
Okay. I play fall ball with a lot of the guys from Leeway Franks, so I'm going to go with Drop Stoppers. But that'll be a pretty good game too, I think.
Yeah.
Stacy.
I'm going to have to disagree. I'm going to go Cork, but I think it will be a really good game.
Coog.
I'm going to agree with Stacy. Closer game, but I got Corksuckers probably by 4.
By 4?
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. I'm going to go Drop Stoppers because I'm going contrarian against Cougar.
Yeah, I took Drop Stoppers what would have been the first week against Bunt and Grind, but I think there's there might just be this might be like a 3-4 kind of thing, 4-5. I think I'll go with Corksuckers here. Home team.
Chill. All right. YSC 4, 7 p.m. Asteroid Head versus Jackpot. Ben.
Do I have to say it?
Yeah, you do. Home team, bro.
Home team. Jackasses.
Cougar.
Jackpot.
Stacy.
That was much better, Cougar.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Jackpot.
Seth.
Yeah, Jackpot.
I got Asteroid Head on this.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Holcomb Right.
Yeah.
5 p.m. Red Legs versus Bunt and Grind. Seth.
Bunt and Grind last year was...
Where's my picture?
Where's
Where's my
my
pitches?
pitches?
Okay. Well, Red Legs. I'm been waiting for big things from Red Legs for however many years they've been in the league now. So hopefully this is the year that they can actually go Final Four or something like that.
Wow.
It's only their third year, I think.
Third year, yeah.
Yeah.
Feels
Yeah.
like an eternity.
They have they improved as the first year went on, and they kind of plateaued in the middle of last year.
Yeah.
But now they got Ian back, so we'll see if they can
Yeah,
make
they
the
got
next
Sports
step.
Kid back.
Oh,
Or
that's right.
should I say Sports Adult now?
Sports adult,
Sportsman.
See, 3 years, a lot changes.
Yeah, I think my team has the kid on it, you know.
Sportsman with that soul glow
Stacey.
hair.
Oh, yeah, Red Legs.
Coog.
I got Red Legs too.
All right, Red Legs as well. Ben. Mm-hmm. Okay. Holcomb Right, 7 p.m. Ghosts versus Grandstand. Ben.
It's the OG G&G Ghost and Grandstand.
Yeah.
I'll go with the Ghosts.
All right. Since I'm wearing the jersey, I might as well go for them. So, Ghosts.
No other reason but for that.
Yeah, pretty much. Coog.
Ghost.
Stacy.
Ghosts, but I think it'll be a fun game.
Okay.
I bet
Seth.
you'll be.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
That's probably
probably the most fun game of the weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most
Yeah.
fun.
Okay.
Most fun always wins.
Holcomb left, 5 p.m. Poshwash versus Reboot 10.
Ooh, this could be a really good game.
Yeah.
Seth.
Reboot might be a team that got hurt by the week 1 cancellations too. I know that they have a few new folks on the
Yeah,
team, and easing
definitely.
in with Leafy Greens versus a Poshwash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be a bummer. I'll probably go with Poshwash
yeah.
just based on experience.
Yeah,
So
especially
we-
like
Yeah.
Leafy Greens versus Poshwash for your first game. I would rather take Leafy
Yeah.
Greens.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
definitely they were hurt by that. Stacey.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a really good. Is this not a pick 'em? That would.
No.
No.
It's going to be a good game, but I have Poshwash.
Coog.
I don't think it'll be that good of a game. I think Posh will handle that real. Yeah, I do. Because Reboot, once again, they're going through new players. Again, I think their captain Tom told me. So it's going to take some time.
Okay.
Just Posh Wash. Yeah. So Posh Wash by 5.
Damn, I was
I think
thinking the
that's a
same
good
thing
game.
too. Posh Wash by 5.
That's a lot.
Ben,
I concur.
Posh Wash by 5.
Yep.
Okay. Holcomb left, 7 p.m. Kansas Tree Care versus Homies. Seth.
KTC no shutout.
Ooh,
Hey,
Stacy.
I hope so. No, we're not.
1-0.
No, we're not.
I'm going to go with Seth here.
The
No
backhanded
shutout.
compliment of the week is brought to you by the Red Lion.
I am going with KTC. Ben.
I don't know if everybody can hear
KTC
this,
by
but-
double digits.
Katie?
Cougar.
I hope we don't get shut out. I really hope we don't get shut out by KTC.
I think you guys will score at least one.
Yep. I am the worst captain ever,
I
Derek.
think you guys
it's true.
can get one, man.
What's that?
I think you guys can get one.
Dane will get the RBI.
Who's going to win, Dana?
Probably them.
Yeah,
Knock
all
a
right,
few
I-
runs. You'll be 4-1 run. I hope so, Darren.
All
Dana.
right.
I hope so.
All right.
Yeah, all
hope
right.
it continues.
Watch
We're
out for
gonna
this,
need
man.
it. We're gonna need it. So.
Lions East, 5 p.m. Free State versus Love Garden. Ben.
Anyway.
I don't know, Seth. Can you shock the world here? What's going on?
No,
Talk to me, buddy.
we're not ready for this one.
All right, I'll go with the home team.
Well, we don't
Yeah, I got
practice.
Love Garden as
We
well.
don't practice
Yeah,
that.
we don't practice.
Coog.
Yeah. Sorry. Love Garden. Yeah.
Stacy.
Yeah.
Damn, I thought this would be a good game, but listening to Seth, I guess, Love
And his
Garden,
positivity.
hands
Well-
down.
Well, hold on. Who did Love Garden acquire and/or lose during the offseason?
They lost.
They lost
Angela.
McChristy.
Oh, they lost. They lost Dave,
Dave.
Angie.
Okay.
Angela, and
Angela, yeah.
I think that is it.
Where'd Angela go?
She went to KTC.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
I'm still gonna pick Love Garden based on those transactions. But
Yeah.
we might score a few
Always
runs on them.
picked you.
Okay.
Portia.
Lions East, 7 p.m. Lawrence Shirt Factory versus Kicking Assets. Seth.
Lawrence Shirt Factory to get their first win in KVKL history.
Stacy.
I totally agree. This new team coming in, they've got it.
Those young upstarts.
I've heard good things.
Cougar.
Well, they were a new team when I started back then as well. Back only 2004, 15 summer. But yeah, first team in Lawrence Shirt Factory history. Yeah.
All right. I'm taking them too. Ben.
Home team.
Home team. Yeah. Okay.
You're going with the home team?
Oh, fuck yeah.
All right. I like it.
Yeah.
Lions West, 5 p.m. Repetition versus Channel 6.
Oh.
Ben.
Uh-oh, we
He's
got some.
back.
Oh, we
Hold
got.
on.
Here he comes.
First off,
Yeah.
that's not our team name. Our team name is Geezer's Good Neighbors.
Yeah. It's
I'll
not fixed on their
clarify that.
schedule.
Yeah.
Thank
But
you.
it has Channel 6 attached still.
That is not intentional. Our team name is Geezer's Good Neighbors.
Oh, because
Yes.
not the information I had.
He's
Is that it? Okay.
Oh, come on, man. Oh, you gonna wait?
I know
Give
there's
you the
more.
last word.
Yeah.
I love Bryce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, we're celebrating
Ben.
the life of Mr. Rogers and everything, so I'm going with the good
Ben.
neighbors, big time.
Okay. As am I. Coog.
Geezer's Good Neighbors.
Stacy.
I'll pick the Geezers.
Geezers as well.
All right.
Geezer's
right.
minus 18. Bucket. I will buy you drinks if it's not.
Minus 15 or 18?
18.
18, huh?
Oh,
1-8.
my.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll bet a drink on that with you,
Okay.
Bryson.
I do remember one time.
Why not?
That's a big spread, man.
Either we
Okay.
all
I
buy
will
him a
take
drink
that
or he
bet.
buys us all drinks. So I'm cool with it.
I do
Yeah.
recall one
Yeah,
time
yeah.
Channel 6 back
Yeah,
then.
I'm cool with that.
They won by 40 points at one game. I remember. I think it was Grandstand. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way back when. So
Yeah.
it could happen.
Although, to shit on that, we did win a game 36-1 in 5 innings once.
And you made blue ballers like tap out. That's true. That's true.
Is that like the Cleveland Browns, like the records go with you even when you change the name, or they stay in the same city? I don't know. What's the KBKL ruling on that? Ben?
I'm not I'm not the historian.
Oh, yeah.
But the team that we did that with is defunct anyway. So it's
Yep,
like
it is defunct.
a Canton Bulldogs kind of thing, you know. The team does not exist anymore.
It's whatever you. It's kind of like the baseball records, 152 games,
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
162.
Yeah.
So we'll just keep on rolling. It's whatever you think it is. It's good debate, Father.
Okay. Lions West, 7 p.m. Oh, that was actually back when we had a run roll too.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that not a rule anymore? There's no run rule?
No.
No. It was like 20 after 5.
No, there's
and then-
still
There's
a
still
rule
a
in there.
rule,
It's
yeah.
time plus runs.
Yeah.
But
like
no,
in the
like,
fifth.
but it was like a hard, like 15 after, or 20 after 5, or a hard 15
Yeah,
after
no, we
7.
don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
Don't do
still
that
is some
anymore.
rule in there.
Lions West, 7 p.m. Jazz House, 926 and a half Massachusetts. Woo! Come down every Tuesday. 250, almost anything. It's a great time. You get to heckle all of us. And you also, if you are of that persuasion, get drunk.
And they have
If you have cash.
lovely
if you,
bartenders.
I mean, if you have, yes.
Lovely bartenders, cheap
Tip
drinks,
them.
good
Tip
atmosphere.
Them. Tip your bartenders.
Rick is like the John Gotti of Lawrence pubs. I'm pretty sure all the bodies are buried under the deck and back.
Yeah. It's Jazz House versus Sacred S Word. Seth.
I'm going to go with Jazz House. I'm saying Jazz House is kind of the Lady Bird from a year ago, 2 years ago, the young team that's starting to gel. Had some big wins last year. They certainly beat us.
Okay. Before you make your final decision, let's
Okay.
let Rick talk about his team.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to dissuade me. I didn't know.
Good. We've got good and then doubtful. The doubtful part is I lost all my girls, except for Ellen. Ellen's coming back. But,
okay.
Yeah, but the twins and Sarah and all those wonderful girls who are with me for the last few years have all gone on to better and greater things besides summer kickball. So I've got all new girls. I've got a couple of softball players, scholarship softball players, and a scholarship volleyball player. So I'm kind of excited about that.
Is that the Rick McNeely scholarship?
No. That is...
You paying players under the table?
No, sir. Nope. They are, one's a scholarship player at Mississippi State, I think, and another one is a scholarship player at, oh God, I can't remember.
Are they going to be around in August?
That's a problem.
Hey, man, you got a couple months to pick up some people along the way.
I just go for the glory when I can get
That's
it,
right.
right?
It's pretty impressive that you're recruiting
Get
around the
some
country,
subs.
though.
Yeah,
Jesus.
my guys are going to be incredible this year. I've got a D1 wrestler from Appalachia State. I've got a couple of football players, 3 baseball players, and
I sure hope
no,
you're
2 baseball players and 3 basketball players. And so a lot of people haven't played kickball before. So as far as the outcome against us and Sacred Sword, I would say that if Sacred Sword plays a good, solid game of kickball, that they may beat us. But my guys are young, strong, fast, and full of juice.
How many holdovers did you have from last year? Is it?
I've got about probably 5. Five holders and guys,
Jesus.
and 1 holdover and girl, and everybody else is going to be new. Yeah,
Ooh, wow.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's
yeah.
a rebuild.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a rebuild, but
my.
but when you see these guys come walking out on the ball diamond, you're going to go shit. So yeah, but it is a rebuild, and as we all know, no matter how good an athlete you are, you still have to be able to play the game and get experience playing the game, and and sometimes you can be a terrific baseball, softball player. You pick up a kickball, you throw it, and it goes the exact opposite direction you intended it.
Yeah, there's definitely an adjustment period.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
It's a good first game.
And
Yeah.
good first game. Points: Jazz House 18, Sacred Sword 2.
All right.
I like the scholarship, though. You should think about the scholarship, Rick.
Seth.
Yeah, I'll still stick with Jackpot. I might revise my statement, though. I'm sorry, Jazz House. I was looking at the wrong one. I might revise my statement about them being the Lady Bird from a year or 2 years ago. I thought that I assumed they were going to be the same team, and this would have been their year to really make a jump. Now they've got a lot of learning to do. So,
Yeah.
still
Stacey.
Jazz House, but
Yeah, I think I'm still going to stick with Jazz House.
Okay. Coog.
As am I, Jazz House. Yep.
You know what?
Mix it up.
Your old team.
I definitely think that if Sacred Sword were to steal a game, especially the fact that Jazz House did not play 2 weeks ago, and they only have 6 returning players. Like if Sacred Sword would, I think I'm gonna go with Sacred Sword by like 1, because this is a perfectly stealable game for them.
Yeah.
Ben.
Yeah, I mean, if they bring their A game, they could beat a lot of 3 seeds, maybe even a 2 at some point. But that's just, you don't see that A game enough.
Yeah.
I gotta go with Jazz House.
Yeah.
Home bar.
All right.
Home bar. Hey.
Yeah! Boo this man!
I was gonna say the drinks are amazing.
Water.
Tito's and soda.
Let's get
Extra lime.
Cougar
Cougar
wants
and
Jameson.
Jameson.
No, I do not want
Jameson.
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 No
Cougar
Jameson.
wants a Jameson.
Jameson.
F that noise.
Jameson.
Jameson.
It's kickball season.
All right.
I knew I'd pick the right podcast to come to.
Hobbs. Hobbs, 7 p.m. Last game of the Pick'em Challenge. Lucky Berry versus what is the first two before Matador?
River City.
River City
City.
Matadores.
Yes.
River City, what is that?
RCM.
RC.
Yeah. Oh, right. Ben.
And it's point differential, right?
Yes, and point differential.
And point differential.
Oh shit.
That means start on the other side.
Yeah.
When we
Ben.
both go, oh shit.
Let's talk about this.
Damn, man.
Discuss.
I don't know how much work Derek has to do to break in these dingleberries.
Hey, Derek, how many new dingleberries do you have?
That's gonna
Gosh.
stick, isn't it?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Well, I shaved and showered the other day.
Where did you shave?
So, new to KVKL, I think at
No,
least.
just new to your team.
Yes.
New to my team.
Because I think that is a little bit more important than...
At least 5 new to the team.
And how many of them play college sports?
This feels like a purposeful lowering of
1 or 2.
expectations in case Santos is
But
listening.
there's a couple, one of them plays kickball in Kansas City on Wednesdays. A couple are from other teams. I think I have only 1 new person who's only played the charity tournament. So,
Okay, so they're at least relatively familiar with
There's-
the rules, at
yeah,
least.
everybody has at least a couple years except for at least like 1.
Okay. Does that change your opinion at all, Ben?
I'm gonna go with the home team by 1.
Okay.
And look at the size of these hands.
Yeah, I know. It's the Santos
Oh, gosh, Rick.
Davis
Really?
third base off.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Right.
We need Cougar to
Thanks,
take
Rick.
this
Rick is
shot
the
before we
best,
resume.
everyone.
Thank you, Rick.
Thank you, Rick.
All right, yeah. Let's do this to the KBKL.
KBKL.
Woo!
All right. And the Jazz House, 926 and F, Massachusetts. Come on down here every Tuesday, 2:50, almost anything. Oh God,
Yum.
delicious.
Why?
Oh, suck it up, Cougar.
All right.
I have a choice.
I am gonna go.
I'm good.
Sometimes I wish I could live inside Cougar's head for a day, just to experience new things.
I'm gonna go. Jesus. I'm gonna go Lucky Berry by 2.
So I think
No.
we're generally in agreement. This is going to be
Derek
close.
will have 1 pop out,
Oh, jeez. That
but
again.
it'll be a sack fly. So
The sack fly dovetails nicely with the dingleberries.
Sack fly.
Cougar.
Well, they picked up a really good player that is Lucky Berry and Katie Marcus, formerly of the Homies. I think that'll help. River City Matadors are really good, but I got Lucky Berry by 2.
Okay, we got to do like some kind of contest to see who gets 2, because we both picked 2.
3. Fine. I'll pick 3.
Okay.
Fine, I'll pick 3.
Stacy.
Okay. I love you, Derek, but
But
I feel like you have a big changeover, and
Matadors may not have enough players.
right. Like, I really want to pick you, but I'm gonna have to go with Matt's by 1.
Okay. Wait. You can't
I love
pick
you,
one.
but
You can't pick 1.
you can't pick
Why?
one.
Ben picked 1.
It's true.
Damn you, Ben.
I'll take 2 then.
Okay,
Stacey
okay.
can
Fine.
have 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Seth.
Ever since we lost to Matadores in a Diana Plate final when they had Kenny on their team and had no business being in that game, I'll never pick them. So Lucky Berry by 5 here. People don't forget. People don't forget, Santos.
I respect the petty. I respect the
Petty wars. Petty wars.
I want you to win, Derek.
Matadores by
win.
a deuce. A flying elbow smash.
Hobbs, 9 p.m. Game of the week. Woost versus Leafy Greens. Seth.
I don't think we're going to need any, or not we, I don't think the Woos is going to need any Dan Malga extra inning heroics in this game of the week. Still the greatest thing I've ever seen in kickball. So they're probably going to beat Leafy Greens by 10 plus.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Woos, but I think it's going to be an entertaining game. I'm sure they'll bring out like some great things for us to see and do. I hope. Jackie Becker.
Cougar.
Hey, Seth, you say they don't need Dan Malga heroics? Shoot, they don't even Dan Malga in this game. Seriously.
He gets one shot in him.
Shots
He gets one shot.
fired.
It's just Jameson's fault, okay?
Oh,
it's the shot's fault. But all
That was a
seriousness.
spicy bottle of Jameson. Now we
It
got
was.
spicy Cougar, man.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I think like Leafy, they picked up some, like they've been doing better.
They're spunky.
Yeah.
Hey, I will say this about Leafy.
And they picked up some players.
With them in repetition, I would give them credit. They have not yet been winless in any of the 2 seasons. Give them credit.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is true. With that being said, no, I'm going to go Roost. I would say Roost by 7.
Woo. Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Thank you, Leslie.
I'm going Leafy Greens only because Dan Mauna sucks. It's like Samson. Lost all his power because he cut his hair.
Is he worse than Halber?
Hauber is terrible, although he's cool now because he's in my home state and Seth's home state.
Does
He's
this-
in New Mexico.
Halber's from New Mexico?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Vacation right now.
I did not know that.
He'll be back. He'll be back before the game.
I know.
It's not like anything
So he
affecting the
didn't
game.
Oh, he
He
didn't
didn't
move.
move. No,
Okay.
no. He's just down there visiting.
Oh, cool. I just didn't know that, Dana. He's from New Mexico. Halber. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
Since Malga cut his hair and Haber's hair is still long, does that mean Jeff like absorbs Dan's powers, or
No.
how does this work?
Jeff can't throw.
Jeff can't throw. Gosh. Yet we have him at third base. What a terrible captain I am. So, yeah. I should be up there. Yeah, third base. Okay.
Ben.
That's
I was talking to
That's funny.
Leafy Green's captain on Saturday? No, Saturday. And he seemed like he had realistic expectations about this. Like he didn't think their chances were great, but I think they're plucky. I just think it's kind of that thing. They have new people again this year. Woos has been around a while. They have a lot of the same people. So I got to go. I'll go Woos by a handful. Who do you think would win if it was Leafy Greens plus Dan Malga versus Woost?
Man, I'd go with Leafy Greens. I think he's a game changer. Like, put him at any position really, and he can help shut down whatever team he's playing. So yeah.
I'd still go Woost. But this is a close game. Probably Woost by like 1.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with Cougar. One person, he's amazing, but you can't make a team.
Yeah.
Well, unless it is Cougar.
Yeah. True.
Aaron?
I just want to say it's been 3 years since Hillary Eatwell's Leafy Greens have joined, and they have excelled by leaps and bounds from their first game.
This
And
is very true.
Totally agree.
I have not actually seen them play in the entire time they've been in the league, and I can't wait to see them under the lights because it's the first time that anyone will have seen them really. So they may not win, but I want to see them do well.
I think. Well, they won one game their first year, right?
And last year too.
No,
they never went winless. No, it's true. They never went winless in any
won
of
a
those
couple
seasons.
last year.
Yeah.
They won a couple. Yeah.
But,
okay.
not to. Okay, I'm gonna shit on Grandstand, but
Being an underdog team, like
I'm pretty sure Grandstand went winless last year.
They did.
Yes.
Leafy
Yeah.
Greens have won games. So.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
repetition.
correct, correct.
Repetition
So,
also have
like,
knock on
they-
winless any of those
the
seasons.
expansion teams are not the worst, essentially.
No.
You've gotten
No,
better
man. That's actually a good
Yeah.
distribution. You
Yeah.
got one rank 1, one rank 2 or 3.
Although
One that's
I will
probably going to
say,
be 4 or 5 this year.
from when we started, Grandstand has come a long way. Like, I know they haven't won anything, but I think they've improved, but our lower teams have
Not
also
necessarily,
improved.
because like they
I
were.
think everybody has improved.
They were space. They were
But that
space
may just
pussy
be
before
me
that.
and my
No,
like,
they weren't.
positive.
Grandstand was?
Like,
Were they space? Oh, they were space pussy. That's right.
pussy.
Right,
So they
that's
were
what I'm
better
saying,
before.
like-
Even space pussy, they weren't very good.
yeah, no, I think like Grandstand, like if Grandstand was playing Space Pussy, if we could do that, like I think Grandstand would win.
We can do that. Who's good at IT? Well, let's build a computer model and work this thing out.
Adam Mitchell was there. Oh, Abby, one of the best females like ever, was on that team. I remember her.
I think your point is on though.
Jake
the
Friedman
quality,
got to start on
the
that
quality
team.
of play.
Alex
is
Hammond.
improved.
He was on Space Pussy.
Yeah.
Alex Hammond, and then the Megan Hammond. Yeah.
Because Space Pussy kicked our ass the first year we played.
What's
I
that?
think like
Oh, that's right. All right.
Yeah,
I stand
I
corrected.
think-
Thanks, Aaron.
I think the
Oh,
quality
Katie's Space
of the
Pussy.
lower
There you go.
teams has
Costco
improved
Space Pussy.
over the years.
Yep, Matthew.
That's what I think.
What's that?
That the lower teams, the quality of the lower teams have improved
Yes,
over the
yes.
years.
The quality of the team
I would agree,
overall
yeah.
has.
So even though
Definitely.
Grandstand's still the
I
bottom
think- yeah,
team, like if they played their like
I think they would beat the lower teams in the past.
Right.
The Solidarity,
Right.
the Pirates, the Salon DeMarco, if you remember
Right.
that
man,
team.
and
DeMarco.
unfortunately for
Yeah, I remember that
Grandstand,
team.
there are
There
those
was.
teams are gone.
Yeah.
They went 0-8 and then forfeit the rest of the season.
Yeah.
0-7. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Solidarity too.
Solidarity.
So bad.
So I
They
think
were
we're
so
all
bad.
getting
They were
better,
awful.
and that's
But they beat the Pirates in the game of the week. I remember. It was like that was the game of the. No,
No,
they
no,
weren't.
they
They were
weren't.
different
They weren't.
teams.
They
They were
weren't.
different teams. I swear to you. They were. I remember they were the game of the week one year, and
I've
Solidarity
never-
beat the Pirates.
being discussed right
That was
now.
crazy.
Yeah.
All right. So, with that, I think that puts a bow on this podcast.
Yeah.
Unless Bryce got
Everybody
something.
come to
Wait,
game
Bryce,
movies.
Bryce, you have any
In the
last
play.
words?
Yeah. Katie, were you the lady on the podcast last week? Were you?
That would be Diana.
I want to tell Diana. You tell Diana from Geezer's Good Neighbors. She made a good choice in picking us number one in our group.
Yeah.
Second off, I would like to say, would any of you who picked us second, Ben, I think you picked us third. Hold on, let me look. I documented it.
I can't remember.
I have it here.
Ben,
I picked you guys second. He has the
who
record.
did you
track
have
for
you
us.
second?
I
Ben said third.
I'll be
Losing
picked
Isaac,
third.
one of the best defenders and fastest players on the team, will result in them finishing third place.
Go
You
ahead.
just
Or,
got
or,
cut off.
or any of you.
Nope. Here,
Yeah.
come,
Third.
come up.
Just come up here.
Are any of you willing to double down that? Any way, shape, or form? Any amount
I mean,
of
I know
anything.
one person who is
I
willing
will
to double
finish
down on
first,
that bet.
undefeated.
You're gonna finish undefeated in first place.
First place in our group.
I will take that bet. You're on.
I'm not taking that bad.
What are we betting?
That's all. Him.
Anything, whatever you'd like.
Talk about it off
Yeah.
off mic.
Secondly,
Sponge bath.
secondly,
But
A rub down.
Second thing.
yes. Did you guys all watch the Rose Bowl?
I love your.
2005.
No, this Rose Bowl.
The Rose Bowl.
Georgia,
You mean Oklahoma and Georgia?
Yes.
Yeah. What about it?
You see Baker Mayfield show up with that pretenders thing around his neck?
Oh, that's just Baker Mayfield. He's
Yeah,
just,
I'm going to show up with biggest drop-off team around my neck. With me. You got me shaking the team.
Baker Mayfield. Do without
Hey,
him.
hey, Bryson,
Yeah.
$5. How's that? All right.
I'm just here to make sure the mic works, but I bet anybody else to be a better podcast participant
I know,
than
like
Bryson.
we need
I
to
don't
get
know.
him on this podcast.
When we offer
Somebody
up
better come
CJ's
step it
MC
up.
spot, I'm going to
put
put money
on
up to have
yeah.
Bryson
Love the
host.
Bryce.
Yeah, yeah.
Bryce
Fine.
from Good Geese.
Which is actually going to be next week. So
Yeah.
Holy shit!
I better get
really
on that, huh?
already?
Yeah, it's already.
no, wait,
yeah,
no, in 2 weeks. Sorry,
Okay,
2
okay,
weeks.
no, yeah,
2
yeah,
weeks.
yeah,
2 weeks.
that's
12
true.
or whatever
Yes.
that is. Yeah.
Also, Stacey will be back in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Yes. So
With
okay,
more alcohol.
that puts it to bed on this podcast. So
Oh, hold on.
Ben's got something.
We
Ben's got
have one
something.
more Cougars Comic
Oh,
Corner,
gosh.
sponsored by the Red Lion.
Gosh, damn
Cougars
it.
Comedy Corner.
Gosh damn it. Okay. What did Cinderella do when she made it to the ball?
What, Cougar? What did she do?
She gagged. Damn it.
That is awful.
That was
that is
really
awful.
disappointing.
That is a terrible joke. All right. So with that being said, thank you to my guests, Seth, the Sanchez.
Oh shit! I had to have something else to say. All right.
Yeah. You can just say goodnight or anything.
Huh?
Good night.
Yeah. Good night. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah.
Good night, good luck.
Summertime, Stacey Olvers.
Who had nothing to say the first time around.
Yeah. And now for the host and co-host, Jason Cougar Huang.
If Lewis from KTC gets another cycle, I'll cry. It'll probably happen.
Ben Hutnick.
Home team.
I'm your host, CJ Cobra Kai. Thank you for listening, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Woo! More shots, Cougar. More shots. Let's polish off a bottle together, buddy. Yeah, I told you. It happens. You just get going.
Thanks, Seth.